You guys want to see something cool? Okay, press it. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So we are in the beautiful city of Dalian. It's a city in the northeast of China, not too far away from Changchun, about 3.5 hours on the train. And we've come here for a weekend trip. We've started off this trip with a bang with this amazing hotel with this amazing view, which looks over the, I think that's the sea. Is that the sea?
That's the sea.
Bit of a blonde moment there. Yes, of course it's the sea. Dalian is a coastal city after all, surrounded on all sides by the sea. In fact, Dalian is made up of a whopping 1,900 kilometers of coastline. We have also this massive, like, circular town square, which looks absolutely massive.
It's the biggest in China.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is.
What's happening here? Also over here, we have lots of people that seem to be feeding the seagulls. So let's start this exploration, huh? We are about to enter the famous largest square of China. Square which is actually a circle.
Did you notice around the square there are different statues, sculptures
Oh, there are. There's some there.
of different sports?
Is there a meaning?
Yeah, here in Dalian they also say it's the square of sports.
Really?
No, I just made it up.
Goodness, he really can make friends easily. Where are you from?
Washington.
德国人，
德国人，
呀，长得漂亮，
谢谢你，
真漂亮。
你好。
Just over here, we have all the people feeding the birds, but of course we need some food, so we are coming to a convenience store.
这个哈，这个 ，okay. Top. I just asked him in Chinese.
Really?
Bread and he understood.
How did you say it?
有面包吗？
Oh, that's amazing!
这个，多少钱？15。
You're so good! These seagulls are massive. Like in Australia, our seagulls are not this big. Like these are like twice the size of Australian seagulls.
Okay.
Do your seagulls in Germany look like this?
Bigger.
Bigger than this?
Bigger.
What kind of seagulls have you got in Germany? Big talk for someone who looks absolutely terrified.
They're coming closer. Well, I'm scared a little bit. Here, you want to get attacked? Here. Go.
I thought I'd impress my man with my bravery and try feeding the seagulls by hand like I saw some other people doing. I learned from this exercise that I am not at all brave. I actually saw someone doing this online and they put the bread in their mouth.
Ja, wahrscheinlich. I don't want to die today.
So we decided to leave it at that. Leave with our lives intact and make our way to the Dalian city centre for a wander around. Because Dalian is historically a port city, you can see a lot of foreign influence when it comes to the architecture here, which was quite cool to see. We happened to stumble across a food market, perfect opportunity to hunt down a particular food I've had on my to-try list for a while now. I'm on the hunt for something called Menza. Here. Yeah, 这个是焖子吗？ Look how jiggly it is.
What is this?
So that's what gives it that jiggly texture, but on its own, it's quite tasteless. That's why it's absolutely loaded with stuff. Garlic, chili, sesame sauce, vinegar, soy sauce. You can just imagine how whack-bangy that flavor is gonna be. Wow, okay.
拿勺拌一下再吃。
Like it smells amazing, and I feel like that texture is really gonna appeal to me because I like glutinous-y, kind of chewy consistencies, and that's exactly what this is gonna be. Oh, yum. So nice and warming. Garlicky, sesame, nutty. Oh, you want to try it?
Very jiggly. The thing itself is not so tasteful, but the sauce is nice.
One other thing about Dalian, they have the cutest cabs. How cool is this? Oh my gosh, I have never been in a cab like this. 谢谢. So we are going to European town here. You know, give this European a taste of the homeland.
Hey, it has suicide doors.
It also has these like little seats that you can pop down.
There's a lot of room for, you can be here with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
Yeah, and a lot of leg room. And by no means is every single taxi here in Dalian like this, only like 1 out of maybe 50, but we've had our eye on them.
1 out of 50.
Yeah, if my calculations are correct. And you communicate with the driver by pressing this button.
Hello?
哦，你可以听见吗？想问一下，这个比普通的那个出租车贵一点吗？还是一样的？一样的。哦，好，谢谢。
谢谢。
cost the same。
慢走慢走。
谢谢，拜拜。 Okay, we have arrived, and look at this. Look at this Western vibe here. Do you feel like you're home? That might be because this isn't just any European town. This is a replica town of Venice specifically. So China has quite a few of these like copy towns. There's like a German town in Shanghai, I've heard, a London Thames town somewhere else. And this is meant to model, Venice. There's even this canal here, which is currently empty.
Like imagine there would be water here.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Be very beautiful. With sunshine, 30 degrees would be perfect.
We're here in the tail end of winter, which is still tourist off-season, so the canal is currently empty, but I've been told the canals will be filled with water and even offer gondola rides once the weather gets a bit warmer.
Where are all the people?
I have to say it feels a little bit strange because yes, the buildings are very like European styled and the buildings are beautiful, like very impressive, very beautiful, but there's just like the buildings aren't being used as far as I can tell. Like it's no one really going in or out, not really too many people here at all. There aren't like cafes or restaurants that are open right now, so it kind of just feels a bit of a ghost European town. Kind of spooky actually. We've just walked past this place, which is actually a restaurant and they specialize in sea urchin dumplings. I've actually never tried sea urchin before. And you know, Dalian is a place where you need to have seafood. It's right by the ocean, so anyway, you can imagine my confusion when I order a portion of sea urchin dumplings and only 2 come out. Good thing it's only me eating. Derk's not the biggest fan of sea urchin. Oh, yum.
It has a very strong taste, right?
Very salty. It almost reminds me of like fish eggs, fish roe. I'm not sure how much actual sea urchin goes in these, but the inside was quite orange, which I guess is good, because the extent of my knowledge on sea urchin is it is orange. Anyway, gotta go feed my boyfriend, as well as myself for that matter. Those 2 dumplings didn't quite fill the hole, and I've got the perfect restaurant in mind. It's a German restaurant that I found. It actually had quite a nice range of German foods on the menu, as well as an entire German beer menu. The replica town may not have been able to give Derk that sense of home, but maybe this place can. So what have we got here?
Käsespätzle.
What is that?
It's like small pieces of noodle.
Yeah.
And it's 3 different kind of cheeses, like grated cheese on top.
Let's see, does it live up to German standards?
Not bad.
We got the Germans' approval. I ordered myself a plate of sausage, which came with sauerkraut and mustard. What's your sausage technique? Should I have a little bit of sauerkraut with the sausage and mustard?
Trust
or just...
me, I show you the most delicious combo.
For this technique, you're also going to need a pretzel. Ooh, a bit of pretzel.
So the technique, you do it like this. So because the fork goes easily through the sausage, you take the sausage first, then you go into the pretzel.
Yeah. Go in with a bit of sauerkraut and mustard and voila. The sausage is so good. How was it for you?
Very good, I have to say. I'm surprised.
Good.
It comes very close to the original thing.
Well, as they would say, Prost.
Prösterchen.
It's been a lovely day with you in Dalian. But the day is still not over. After dinner, we managed to catch this awesome light show over the water, and the day's fogginess actually came to our advantage here. It made the light show even more epic. We were walking along the water enjoying the show when in a very random turn of events, it started bucketing down with snow. This is just so surreal. It's like, I would have thought we're over snow season by now, like it's nearing the end of February, like especially here today it was like 7 degrees. It was a weird weekend of weather, that's for sure, because the next day, against all odds, we woke up to the most glorious day.
It's so different, right, with the sun out?
Yeah, it's beautiful. The water is so blue. So this is a completely different Dalian, such a different vibe to yesterday when it was, you know, foggy and a little bit gloomy. This is just brilliant. We are walking along this promenade along the water, and it really reminds me of Australia actually, these pathways along the beaches. The water is very cold, I did check, so I won't be swimming in that anytime soon, but since this is China, if there is a body of water, there will be people swimming in it. And if there's an open paved area, there will be people dancing on it. So I think for the 2 days we've been here in Dalian, we've done quite a lot, but there is still one more thing that I really want to do. So yesterday we had sea urchin dumplings, but I've learned that that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to seafood related dumplings here in Dalian. And there's a dumpling that I would like us to try. Dumplings filled with this, haichangzi. Its English name is spoonworm, but it's more colloquially known as penis fish for obvious reasons. And I've decided not to show him what this worm looks like before taking him, because if he sees what this actually looks like, I don't think he's gonna want to touch it. So we've come to this restaurant to pay over 100 renminbi for a serving of penis fish dumplings, which are apparently a Dalian specialty. So I'm taking this opportunity while Derk goes to the bathroom to express a bit of my feelings about this sea worm. So this is going to be my first time trying sea worm. It's something that I've seen at a lot of seafood markets around the world, and it's one of those things that I always see and I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. So I'm not going to tell Derk that this is something that I'm a bit nervous about eating because I don't want to make him feel nervous about eating it, but yeah, I'm feeling a little nervous, and it looks definitely different to any other dumpling filling I have seen before. As for the outside, they're looking pretty standard. They look really good. They smell really good. Wow, I'm really working overtime here. Looks like they have chives inside, because I'm also getting a chivey smell.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
And he's actually said, like, you don't really need to pair it with vinegar or anything, because there's actually some nice juice inside. So I think for our first bite, we should probably just try it by itself. Like, no dipping and just, yeah.
Sure.
It was about now I noticed Derk started looking a bit pale. It was only after we filmed this that he revealed to me he actually has somewhat of a worm phobia.
When I was younger, when we went for fishing, you know, you have to put the worm on the hook to have the bait for the fish. And I could never touch the worm. I always had something inside me that was like, oh no, I cannot touch this.
So in hindsight, I feel super bad for putting him through this, making him face his actual fears. It makes sense now why he couldn't even watch me bite into it. Yum.
Good? Yeah, there's a lot of juice inside, it looks like.
A lot of juice. It's very juicy, and it's very, really the only flavor that's coming at me is the chives. You've got these bits of sea worm here. Oh gosh, I feel so bad, but he is such a trooper. When it came time for him to try, he just ate it right up.
For me, it tastes like just another vegetarian dumpling.
Yeah. I'm not sure what flavors that penis fish actually has because that chive aroma is just so strong. The only thing the penis fish really provided was a slight crunchy texture. I would love to know what was going through your mind in that restaurant because you weren't exactly quite yourself and I wasn't sure whether you had like no problem at all.
I mean, first of all, I'm very glad that you didn't show me the pictures before I had to eat it.
I showed you pictures after, that's for damn sure.
I was trying to convince myself, you know, it's not a big thing.
Yeah.
Just go for it, eat it, have one dumpling and it's fine.
Yeah.
But the problem was you started. So you took a bite, I saw the inside. And then I was like, oh shit, this is getting more and more difficult. And then I was trying to find the smallest dumpling on this plate. So this is why I was also looking down.
I was like, what are you doing? Like,
I was looking down, I was looking for like the tiniest dumpling. And then also I had to eat it at once. Because if I take a bite and I can see the inside, it would have been even harder. It was quite a challenge, I have to say. But I'm very happy that I went for it.
Yeah.
Because I also want to, you know, push my limits.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to have you.
Yay!
To pick such restaurants for us and try it, and yeah, eventually, you know, I now have a good story to tell to my friends. I went to Dalian and had this worm.
I feel like we accomplished something together today.
Yes.
And I think it's a great way to finish our trip here in Dalian.
Yeah, for sure.
So now we're gonna head to the station, head back to Chongchun and go back to eating our guobao roll. But thank you guys so much for watching this Dalian vlog with us. I have had the best weekend.
Same.
Yeah.
Very nice city. Definitely a place to come back to in summer.
In summer, I would agree,
with all the coastline and...
Yeah, it was gorgeous today.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, please and thank you.
Yeah, put in an extra like for the worm.
Yes, please. Bye, guys.